Go on. Hello, Lina.
Hello, sir.
Lina. Yes. Are you hearing me
Yes,
well?
sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm hearing you. How about me?
I'm hearing you well.
Okay.
Long time,
I
sir.
think now, no problem. Okay. Yeah. So, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
How many are you? Hmm?
It looks like I'm the only one, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You are still waiting for others.
Who told you? Who told you that you are the only one?
But Reverend, you are not a student now, Reverend.
Don't worry, most of the students are confused with what address to use. So I'm busy trying to send out the link to some of them. They'll be joining.
Okay. Yeah, let me wait for some minutes.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, I have a question.
Yes. Can you ask?
Yes, sir. You know that the last class, the other classes like that, we had some challenges, so I did not really follow the class well.
Yeah, from where?
Yeah. The question is under. Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, the question is under lesson 3.
Lesson 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Section what?
Section 15.
Section 15. Lesson 3, section 15. What, concerning declension? Past declension.
Yes, sir. Where you said
Mhm.
These endings have no effect on the meaning of the word. The
Where I
different,
Uh-huh.
the different declensions affect only the form of the case ending. So I'm not really clear with this, how you can translate a sentence following this.
That was number what?
Is the head under the heading the first declension?
Yeah, the first declension.
Yeah, the first,
I
second,
have
and third sentences.
first declension
Mhm.
on page 42, isn't it?
Yes, but here, we don't have the same pages. I have 44.
Or 44.
Yes,
Oh.
our pages are the same.
Okay, it begins with a declension is a group of nouns, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Or pronouns or adjectives that have similar endings or inflectional forms to show their function in a sentence.
Yes, sir.
Is that the question?
No, the question is on the second and the third sentences.
Third sentence,
Mhm.
which reads, these endings have no effect on the meaning of the word.
Yes, sir.
The different declension affect only the form of the case ending. Yeah, what I mean by that is that the meaning of the word is not affected. The only part that is affected is the ending, which determines the case of the case of the word. For example, if it is nominative, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if it is nominative, let us just, if it is nominative, a nominative case is actually concerning the subject.
Oh, yes.
When you come to the genitive case is a case of possession.
Possession, yes, sir.
Yeah, and then so the only part affected is how the word is used under the case, like nomination, how it is used, and genitive, I told you, is a case of
Possession.
Yeah, and the nominative, I told you what? The basic function of the nominative case is to name or to point out.
Yeah, the subject of a finite word.
Yeah. What is it to point out? The subject of a finite verb. And then secondly, the predicate of nominative. Then I came to give examples, isn't it? We have example 1, where we are given a sentence. A teacher buys the book. A teacher buys the book. And then I explained by saying that the buyer is a teacher. That is, the teacher is the one who is doing the act of buying the book. And then in the sentence, teacher is in the nominative case. That is the subject.
Okay.
Are you with me? So nominative case actually gives you the subject of the sentence.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it gives you the subject of the sentence. And then in the genitive, because the ending is different, it shows you that the genitive case is a case of possession, to show that this thing belongs to so and so. Or when you say, this book is mine. This book is mine. Or this is my book. My book is in the genitive. It shows that The book is yours. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
it is under your care. Okay. And then the dative I said is a case of expressing what? Personal interest and the relationship. Personal interest and the relationship. And then I explained by saying that the dative case sometimes mean what English means when it uses to or for. I'm going to. When I say I'm going to the market, you get it? It shows my relationship, the relationship between me and the market. You get that? Or I may say, this book is for Linus. So for shows the relationship Linus has with the book. It belongs, it is his, yeah. You get the, and then we come to accusative, isn't it? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm getting.
Okay. And then we have accusative case. It's a case of limitation. A case of what? Limitation and qualification of an action of a verb, whereby the action extends to. The action extends to. So, which means is the action extends to the subject receiving that action. I gave an example. For example,
we see a song.
Yeah, we see a song. We see a soul. We see a soul. Yeah. For example, Blempomen, Huyon, that means, that is the example I gave.
Yes, sir.
Blempomen, Huyon, okay? We see a sun. We see a sun. Whom are we seeing? We are seeing a sun.
A sun.
Yeah. So I'm using the indefinite article because we don't know the sun. But if we say we see the sun, we may be referring, I know the Son of God. Okay?
Yes, sir.
We all know the Son of God. So when I use the definite article, I'm implying that you understand what I'm speaking about or what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You get the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, any other question, please?
No, sir. I think that one is clear.
Is it well with you? Because I don't want you just to please me by saying yes when it is not clear with you.
Yes, sir. Another challenge I'm trying to see is that, for example, if you are giving a sentence to translate,
yes,
and then you find the endings of those declensions. Yes. How are you going to handle it? For example, we have a Ginoscusin or Tiblete are therefore.
On which page?
That's
it's under what?
That's review exercise for lesson 3, number 1.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Review exercise for
lesson 3, number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, that one is Ginoscosin, Hoti, Blepei, Adelphos, Dalasan.
The verb.
ginosko sin, that is a verb. Ginosko sin, that is a verb, which if I translate it literally, it means they
We
know.
know.
Not we.
Okay,
That
yes.
is
They know.
third person plural.
Thank
We
you, sir. They
know.
know it.
We know. So we say that they know, but Blepei, he sees. Blepei is a third person. The Blepei is also a verb and
Verb,
is
yes.
in the third person singular. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Adelphos. Adelphos is
Brother.
in the
Brother.
hello.
Yes,
Yeah, a brother. A brother. Dalasan. Dalasan.
See.
Where? At the sea. Or lake. Okay. So
yes, sir.
bleposin is a verb, third person plural. Blepei is a verb also, third person singular.
Singular.
And then adelphos, a brother. Dalasan is a sea or a lake. So what is there? Adelphos is in the nominative. You get me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's in the nominative. If you look at it ending, it is os, isn't it? Adelphos is in the nominative, masculine.
Okay,
and
sir.
Number two, delete, legein, alethean, basilios. Delete
Yes, sir.
is a
The
verb,
yes.
second person
plural.
And then legin is an infinitive.
Infinitive verb.
It is infinitive.
Yes, sir, because it's having epsilon, iota.
At the end, yeah? Yeah, epsilon, iota, nu.
No, yes.
Yeah. So, alethean is nominative, but it is is feminine nominative.
Yes, sir.
Feminine nominative, if you examine the ending, and is in the accusative case. Okay. Basileas is a kingdom. Okay. And then graph. Yeah. So when you want to do the translation, the first thing you need to do first, you need to detect the verbs. You need to detect also the nouns. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then you need also to know about the what? The prepositions used there. You haven't learned about prepositions, but that is what we are going to learn in the coming chapter or lesson. Any other question, please?
Okay, sir.
So you are clear with the lesson 3, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And then lesson 4, is there any question?
No, sir, not actually.
Not actually. So I think we had concluded that lesson. We were coming to lesson 5.
Yes, we are coming to lesson 5.
And in fact, we have covered lesson 5 up to
Syntax of adjectives.
the forms of first and second declension adjectives, and then we were coming to the syntax of adjectives. Okay.
Yes, sir. We did not do syntax of adjectives.
Yeah, that is what actually wanted we begin with. But before that, I want to come back to the forms of first and second declension adjectives.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
It's a kind of revision before we begin the syntax.
Okay.
That's clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Now, lesson 5. Lesson 5. Subsection 27.
Yes, sir. I'm there.
I'm hearing some echoes, I think, from your side. Okay, so let's
Let me mute my mic.
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, I'm getting. I want to.
You want to?
My mic to avoid noise. Mute my mic.
Will I hear you?
Okay. Let's continue. Are you okay now, sir?
Yeah. Okay, now.
Okay, thank you.
We are on subsection 27.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know, your book reads what? Subsection.
It's the same. 27.
27. And
yes, sir.
It's about forms of first and second declension adjectives. Forms of first.
Yes.
Oh, those echoes are still there. Okay.
Hello, sir.
There are some noises.
Yeah, Linus, I think you should mute your mic. Linus, mute your mic.
Yeah, it's making a lot of noise. Is that okay, Linus? Hello, Brother Levy.
Yes, Linus' mic is muted, so he can't talk to you. So just go ahead.
Okay. Now, forms of first and second declension adjectives, we had covered, just doing a review of it. And we did the declension of adjective. And we had one example, agados. And if you look at 27.1, agados, you can see comma, and then there is a dash and eta, a little dash and eta, and then comma, and then a little dash and omicron nu. This shows that agados is masculine. And when you come to the feminine, it will be agade. It will be agade. When you come to neuter, excuse me, when you come to neuter, it will be agadon. And we had the singular and the plural, that is numbers. And the singular, we had to divide it into masculine, feminine, neuter, and then the cases on the left. That is nominative, genitive, dative, and accusative. And then you go again to plural. Again, you get the same thing. Masculine, feminine, neuter. And then also you will see how they correspond to their cases at the ending there. So agadoi is plural of agados. And then agadai is plural of agade in feminine singular. And then agada is the plural of neuter. Plural of neuter, that is agadon. And then you can see now how they changes as we put them in their cases. And I think I explained how to find the stem and also how to find the ending of these adjectives. It is just the same as we find the stem and the ending of the nouns, which we did previously. And then we see that I needed you to note this. The first thing I need you to note is that adjectives, we are told that adjectives in feminine forms are declined according to the first declension, whereas adjectives in masculine and neuter forms are declined according to their second declensions. Those are the two things you need to know. Adjectives in feminine forms are declined according to their first declension, whereas adjectives in masculine and neuter forms are declined according to their second declension. Okay. And then secondly, the other thing I needed you to note is that number 2, the ending is feminine singular, varies between eta and long alpha. It varies between eta and long alpha. Similar to the rule learned in the first declension nouns in lesson 4, the lesson that we just covered. So what do I want you to note then? What I want you to note is that when the os, when I say os, there is a dash and then omicron sigma. When the os, that is in the nominative ending, when the os ending of the lexica Greek dictionary form is preceded by epsilon, iota, or rho. Epsilon, iota, or rho. What do I mean by preceded? That is, it comes first before the ending. It comes first. That is the consonant that comes first. Then it precedes the ending. When it precedes the ending of epsilon, iota, and rho, the feminine ends in long alpha. Always the feminine will end in long alpha. Example 1 I gave is the dikaios. Dikaios is in nominative, in, that is nominative masculine, and then is dikaya in nominative feminine, and then we have also mikros in the nominative masculine, and then mikra in the nominative feminine, and mikron in the neuter So what do I mean by dikaios? Dikaios means righteous or just. Mikros means small or little. And when any other letter apart from epsilon, iota, or rho, any other letter precedes Omicron sigma, then the feminine end in eta. The feminine end in eta. And we refer to that as pure eta. And then an example which I gave was eschatos. Eschatos. And then that is eschatos in masculine. In feminine, it will be eschato, eschate. In the neuter, it will be eschaton, which means last. When we are talking of last things, this is the word we refer to, eschatos, last things. And then we have another word that is referred to as kalos. Now, when you come to kalos, we have kalos in masculine and we have kale in feminine. And then we have kalon in neuter. This means good or beautiful. Already that word appears in your vocabulary. Now, if we come to syntax, that is where we needed to begin. The syntax of adjectives. All right, syntax of adjectives. I need you to note one thing there. What I need you to note is that you need to notice how in each example, the adjective kalon features a different ending to match the number and gender of the word which it modifies. Now, I must go on the board, explain this. I'm using this test to write what I want you to know about. Now, I have this word, kalos. Kalos. Let me use it in the masculine. Masculine. The word kalos logos. Logos. Kalos logos. It means a good word. A good word. So you will see how it changes, especially this is masculine, this is masculine. Hello.
Please, sir, we are not seeing that end of the box.
Huh?
That end of the box, we are not seeing.
Oh, okay. Is that okay? Are you seeing it? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Here. You are seeing? Okay, so I was explaining this. Kalos and logos both are in masculine, and you can see their ending, how they end. And I've told you the meaning, you know, this is a phrase. So we begin this phrase by a good, kalos, a good word, a good word. This is in nominative masculine, nominative masculine, nominative masculine, nominative.
Excuse me, sir. There's an error there. There's an error.
Which one? Hello?
You are putting your colors for word, which is supposed to be good. It's the logos that should be word. Logos, word. Colors, good.
Yeah, this is kalos. You see? Kalos, which means a good word. Kalos comes first. A good word. There is no indefinite article here, but normally when you are translating this one, you need to indicate this good here is not definite. That is, it is referring to the word, a good word. But when I say the good word, it becomes definite. The good word, maybe the word of God. The word of God is good. A good word. The good word. So this is indefinite. That's why I'm using a. And then I come to translate kalos, good. And then I come to word, a good word. Because it is singular, masculine, in the nominative case. Singular masculine in the nominative case. Okay? Now, see the changes. When we come to feminine, feminine, feminine. Okay? When we come to feminine, see how the ending are going to change. Ka, le. Kale. Okay? Kale, loge. Kale, loge. Kale, loge. So the translation remains the same. But only the ending shows you that this is used in feminine, not masculine. Feminine. It is ending with what? With eta. Okay? So the translation remains the same. A good word. Now, when we come to neuter, okay, it will be kalon. Kalon. Not the ending. Logon. Logon. Not the ending. Okay. Kalon, logon. Kalon, logon. Okay. You can see how they change according to their gender and how they are used according to their cases. This one is also in the, it is in the, is in the nominative neuter. Nominative neuter. So
The teacher has muted himself. Please, on what page are we? The page number, please.
the what? I'm not getting you. Can you repeat, please?
Pastor Wilson, we are on page 57.
Yes. You're on page 57. Syntax,
Yes.
isn't it? But I'm on page 55. You know,
Yes, sir.
this is according to the means approved book. You get it? And what I'm doing here, I'm just showing how these words change in their masculine, feminine, and neuter gender, and how they change in their nominative, masculine, nominative, feminine, nominative, neuter. Okay, so this ending is for masculine, nominative masculine, and this ending is for feminine, for nominative feminine. Also the same, also this is for, the ending is for neuter. And they are in singular cases. So they are all in the nominative case, singular. They are all in nominative case, singular. And then now I want us to look at what I was referring to as the attributive adjectives. That is, it is subtopic 28.2. This was subtopic 28.1. Is what I was explaining this. Subtopic 28.1, and then we have subtopic 28.2, where I need us to learn more about the three types of adjectives. Three types of adjectives. We have three types of adjectives that I need you to know. The first one is attributive adjective. The second one is referred to as predicate adjectives. And the third one is referred to as substantive adjective. Substantive adjective. Now, what do I mean by attributive adjective? Please, I need you to note what an attributive adjective is. And we are told that attributive adjectives are used. They are used to identify or describe, identify, describe a noun. They identify or describe a noun. How? By attributing some quality to it. By attributing some quality to it. How? I have given an example. This example is the good deed. The good deed. Deed may be also be translated the good work, the good deed, the good work. So good here is an attributive adjective. Good is attributive adjective. That is what you need to know. And then why is it referred to as attributive? Because it is telling us the kind of work performed. He did it well. And therefore, what do I say is a good work? It is the good work. And then another one is ergon ton kalon. Ergon ton kalon. What I need us to note here is that in Greek, attributive adjectives appear in one of the two ways. It appears in one of the two ways. What are these ways? Excuse me to grab this. The first way is this. First way. Maybe in Greek I may write ton, to, kalon. To, kalon. To, kalon. Ergon. Ergon. To, kalon, ergon. This is an adjective, and this is a noun. To, kalon, ergon, and this is an article. Now, how do I translate it? The, literally, the good what? What? This article is this one. Good is this one, kalon. Work is this, ergon. Now, it may be written like that, and literally it is translated the good work. Or it may come in this way. The second example, it may come in this way. Ergon, ergon ton, kalon. Kalon. What do I mean? Ergon to kalon. Ergon to kalon. Now, how do I translate it? Literally, I will write I write it as the deed or the deed or the work is the work or deed the good. The good. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. The work, the good. The first construction puts a slight emphasis on the adjective, a slight emphasis on the adjective as underlined above, whereas the second on the noun, this was supposed to be gone. Alone. What I mean with this is that the first construction puts a slight emphasis on adjective. And the second one on the noun as underlined. Why? Because the colon here, that is the adjective, has an article, but the work has no article. And in the second one, the emphasis is put on the ergon, on the work, because it has the article. It has the article. The work good. The work good. So that is a literal translation. The work good. And we see that the work good, or the deed the good. The deed the good. I think on. Here the emphasis is put on the work than on the adjective. The work, the good. The work, the good. And they all mean the work, the good work, or the work is good. And then, if we come to the predicative adjective, the predicative adjectives are used with a linking verb. They are used with a linking verb. And this linking verb is referred to as to be or to become. To be or to become, etc. And this asserts something about the noun. It is asserting something about the noun rather than simply identifying it. The predicate asserts something about the noun. For example, kalon to ergon. Kalon to ergon. Or ergon to kalon. They all mean the same. It may mean the work is good. The work is good. That is for er to er go on. To ergon kalon. To ergon kalon. The work is good. In Greek, this is not there. It is not shown here. But automatically, when you are now translating in order to enable your hearers to understand what you mean, is when you insert in the is. The work good. The work good. So the work is good. So this is giving an emphasis on the kind of work he did. He did an extra good work for a job. So ergon kalon. And then what we see is that predicative adjectives appear in different constructions. It appears in different constructions. For example, I gave an example of kalon to ergon or to ergon kalon. Then after that. Kalon, ergon, or ergon to kalon. Now, three things I need you to note. These sentences have roughly the same meaning. They have the same meaning. That is, the deed or the work is good. The deed or the work is good. And then the second thing is that we have a slight emphasis that falls on the component that comes first. The component that comes first. What is the component here? For example, if it has the article. If it has the article, it shows there is emphasis on this. And here it shows there is emphasis on this. There is emphasis on that. So where there is the article is where the emphasis is put in the sentence. And then we see that number 3, the verb implied by the construction may be omitted as bracketed. The is. You saw the is was in the bracket. It may be there or it may not be there. It may be there or it may not be there. So it is upon you when you read to detect and know that tone alone, ergon, the good one, or ton, ergon, or talon. The work, the good. The work, or the, then the good. Now, this one is where we insert the is, and we translate it as the work is good. The work is good. Instead of the work is good. Or there may be this article or not. The work good. The work good. So generally, the true meaning is that the work is good. The work is good. And this is what mostly what you will be doing when you are doing the translation. When you are doing the translation. So the verb implies by the construction may be omitted as bracketed in the phrase above. It may be omitted. It will, in Greek, it may not appear, but in English, you have to insert it there. And that's why he said that predicate adjectives are used with linking verb. A linking verb is that something that joins the two. That is work and good. It joins work and good. The linking verb. This is the one referred to as linking verb. And please read the rest under the attributive adjectives and also the predicate adjectives on page, I think on your page you said is 57, but on my page is 55. And then another adjective that we have, and this is going to be very interesting to you, whereby it is referred to as substantive adjective. Substantive adjective. What are these substantive adjectives? We are told that they occur. They occur when the noun is omitted. They occur when a noun is omitted. When the noun is omitted. And the adjective itself serves as a noun. Now the question comes, how? How? Okay. Now, this is how it is. I may use the word agadoi. Agadoi. Hello? Agadoi. Now, this word agadoi, if ending. Agadoi, if ending, this is the stem, and this is if ending. The ending here tells me this adjective is used as masculine. This adjective is used as masculine. So when it stands only alone, I'll say good. I'll say good men. Men is not indicated there. But how do I arrive to the word men? It's because of the ending. Why? Because the ending is in masculine. I may put there men or persons. Person. If I don't want to be very definite. Person. Good men. They are good men. So always the ending of an adjective will relate to you the kind of gender it is referring to. The end of the adjective will tell you the kind of gender it is referring to. It's referring to a good man, good man, or good man. if it is singular. This is plural. If it is good man, this will be nominative, singular. This is nominative singular. And the one, this agadol, this is nominative plural. How do I know? It's because of the ending. So the ending tells you what this adjective is referring to. Are they men? Are they women? If they are women, now the ending changes. Remember, this is plural. It will be agadai. 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 If it be neuter, the ending is agada. Agada. This is the ending of neuter plural. And it may refer to good things. Good things. That is good things. Because it's neuter, it has no definite sex it is referring to, so it is referring to general. General. It refers to general. Okay. Linus, can I run? Hello, Brother Lee, can I run? Okay. So this is how the substantive adjective work. They are detected by the ending of their, word, the word used. Okay, and then, so briefly, I would say substantive adjectives occur when the noun is omitted and adjective itself functions as the noun, either accompanied by a definite article in Greek or not. Like this one, it was not accompanied by a definite article. Sometimes it may be accompanied with a definite article. If it is a definite article, I may write in this case, ta agada, ta agada, ta agada. So this is neuter, and this article is neuter. So I mean to say that the good what? And then I have to insert because there it is neuter. I'll write good things. Good things. Good things. Because it's neuter. If it is masculine, I would write hoi, agadoi, agadoi, hoi, agadoi, hoi, agadoi. So I may write here good, the good man. good men. If it is feminine and it is in the plural, I'll have to write here, ha, gada, ha, ha. I'm using ha because this is a rough breathing. Ha, agada, agadai, ha, agadai, which means good women, good women, good women. So that's how the substantive adjectives are used. Examples are given there in your notebook. Read the notebook very thoroughly and you will get that more clear. So practice. Work on that, please. And then I want us to go to the lesson. Let's solve it. We go to cases with the special verbs. Cases with the special verbs. Cases with the special verbs. Under that subtopic, we see that at times a Greek verb takes a noun or a pronoun. It takes a noun or a pronoun in the genitive or dative case to complete its meaning. Whereas the equivalent English verb takes a direct object. It takes a direct object. And in the verbs already introduced, I need you to note two things. In the verbs already introduced, two noteworthy instances of this where the Greek idiom may be simply differ from English. For example, let me write it on the board. Let me write it on the board. We have these verbs. Example one. Example one, akuo. 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 Akouo. Akouo. Acquire is a verb that takes, it always takes either a genitive, case, takes a genitive case, or genitive case or accusative. Accusative case. How? For example, in this sentence, we have a quotes honest. A quo is for net. A quotes honest. A quotes honest. This is a circumflex. This is a circumflex. A quotes honest. Now, this is a verb. It's a verb. A quo means
something is blocking the bot.
hello?
Yes, sir. Something is blocking the bot.
Oh. Is that okay?
Sir. Yes, sir. Not, it's not okay. The thing is still there.
Wait. Is this okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, a quo is a verb. Now, case is an article. Definite article. And honest is a noun. Now, a quo as a verb takes the genitive. It takes the genitive. Why do I say this is genitive? It's because of the ending in the article s and the ending in the noun is. If you look at the declension of the feminine nouns, you will find that honest here is in the genitive. This noun is in the genitive. Just note, and then you will check in the feminine declension, singular. So this is a noun in a genitive singular. Honest is a noun in a genitive singular. Okay. And this article also implies the following noun is in genitive. So it is also in the genitive. The article also is in the genitive case. Now, how do we translate it? This as a verb, I start with I. How do I get I? Remember the ending of a verb. Remember this ending of a verb here. Omega stands for I hear. Who is hearing? I. So this is the stem of a verb, which gives us the verb itself as hear. And then I'm doing it literally. This is the article in the what? In the genitive case. It is the article in the genitive case. Okay. Now, how do we translate this? I hear. Because genitive is always translated as of. I hear of. You hear of what? Voices or a sound. I hear of the voice. I hear of the voice or sound. Sound. Okay. But is it really making a good sense there? I hear of the voice. Okay. So
Please write a bit bigger.
yeah,
It's bigger, sir. It's not visible.
I'm not getting you clearly.
Sir, the wordings are very small. Make it to be visible, sir. A bit bigger.
Yeah, your words are tiny. Say write bigger, please.
Oh, okay.
Write
Thank you.
bigger, please. Thank you.
All right. I write bigger. Okay.
Yes,
That's
sir. Yes,
also-
sir.
Yeah. So I say here, I'll start with I hear. I hear. The voice. I hear the voice or sound. I hear the voice or sound. Okay. I hear the voice or sound. Now, this is in genitive case. We are translating this verb in a genitive case. Now, if we write it in accusative case, they'll have the same meaning. It becomes like this. This is example one. Then the other two is acquo, acquo, acquo 10, for name, for name. So not the ending of the article and the ending of the noun. They are in the accusative case feminine. Accusative case feminine singular. Accusative case feminine singular. This was genitive. Genitive. This. And this one is in accusative. Accusative case. Nominative case. I'm sorry, I'm writing this small because I'm writing in between the in between the lines. Okay. And then let's see. Yes. So please note that. How do I translate this one? It's the same. I, because of this. I hear this article there. I hear the voice. I hear the voice or sound. So this translation is in the genitive case. And you can see they translate the same and they give the same meaning. Okay. So this word can be used by the two cases to give the same meaning. They can be used by the two cases to give the same meaning. Okay. So that's what it is. I think we need to have a break for 15 minutes and then we come back to continue where we have stopped to complete the lesson 5, and then we do part of lesson 6. We still have few days to complete the course, so be patient. I know the challenges you are facing. So we are going to have a break of 15 minutes, and then we come back, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Please come back. There is no blackout today.
Thank
Okay,
you,
sir. Thank
sir.
Johnny. That's very cool. Ambazo? Oh. Izimeko hii mataa, si ndio? Can you come back, Linus? Hello? Hello? Linus? Linus?
Yes, sir. I'm back.
How about the others? So,
Let me check.
okay. I'm still waiting for them. Let me just write what I need on the board.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Okay, I think I'm going to continue. Um, this is the second example. Linus, are you with me? Hello, Linus.
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay. Now, this is the second example, which follows a quo. We have this stew, which means I believe. Text mostly takes the dative case. It works with the dative case or dative object. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, this stew, or no God. Now, this is an article in the dative case, and you can see the ending. It is in singular, singular dative case, singular dative case. Also, the word, this logo is also in singular dative case. Why do I say they are dative? Always, most dative cases, especially in the singular, they have iota subscription. They have iota subscription and omega. So you can see the ending of the article and the ending of the word logo. They are in the dative case. Okay, they are all in the dative case, and therefore log here is the state is omega. Okay, shows you the case which is implied, the dative case. So how do I translate it? This is a verb, singular, pistuo, which means I believe. Why am I using I? It's because of the ending. This ending is omega. The stem of pistuo is here. It ends with upsilon. Okay, so it is I believe. You believe what? The word. I believe the word. So this pure is used with the noun logo in the dative. It's used with the word logo in the dative case. And it's not only that, it may also take accusative case here. Sometimes, not always. And you will see now how it reads. It is the same. The ending and the stem are the same. Why do I conclude this is accusative? It's because it has the accusative ending in the accusative case. Accusative ending. And yeah, and then here, beyond, pistuo 10 beyond. Pistuo 10 beyond This is accusative case singular. Accusative case singular. So the article will always comply with it now. Will always comply with it now. If the noun is in accusative, the article must be in accusative. Only the verb remains as it is. So how do I translate that? Remember, here I'm not going to translate there. Okay? There is to imply the God I'm referring to. The living God. The God who created the heavens and the earth. Always will have a definite article. But in translation, that definite article it does not reflect in English. It does not reflect in English. Why? This is how it is translated. Now, I believe God. You cannot say, I believe the God. Yeah? No, it doesn't make sense. I believe the God. No, I believe God. I believe God. So in Greek, the article is inserted there to show you the God we are referring to, the God we know, the God, our creator, the creator of heavens and earth. Okay, so it's just there to show a definite God. We have other gods, but if it is referring to other gods, it may not have this article. It may not have that article. I believe God. So this may be referring to the idols we make in our life to be our God. Okay, so that's why that is referred to. Okay, and then what I need you to note also is that you need to note that in the accusative case, the article remains silent. The article remains silent. This one. You don't translate it when you are translating in English. But when you are translating this sentence to Greek, you must insert this article there. You must insert that article there. When you are translating to Greek, but when you are translating to English, that article should not reflect there. Because we cannot refer to God that I believe the God. No, I believe God. I believe God. I believe God. So that is the end of lesson 5. And I need, if you don't mind, I see you are having problems, especially in the practice and the review exercises. It's because we have not been going through the questions, so that when you have the question to ask, you want to know something about what the question is asking, we had a blackout. But this one, I want just to run you through it. So under subheading, practice and review exercises, in my book is page 56. I have given these exercises. The first one is that practice writing the declension of the article. Practice writing the declension of the article. I think we have gone through the article, and you know how the article is practiced. That will be definite. A question coming in your what you may do. So a definite article here, I'm referring to the masculine article or feminine article he, and then neuter article to. You can see there, I've written them in the bracket. So you are to space them as you write them in number, and then in their cases, in their gender, and then in their cases. Remember, we have singular and we have plural. That is what I want to see you do. Not now. You'll do at your own time. And then it is for the first and the second declension adjective. Okay. And you do for protos, prote, proton. And then first, agos, aga, agon. Hagios, hagia, hagion, which mean holy, consecrated. Dikaios, dikaios, dikaya, dikayon, which mean righteous, just. Not their meaning. Is not their meanings, not also their stains, not their ending in their respective gender and cases, and familiarize yourself to their specific usages in their cases. Remember, an article must correspond to its noun or to its object. It must correspond. And then number 2, list the 3 types of adjectives and give one example of each by writing short Greek phrases and translate them into English. Those are homeworks. And I know when I'll call for those homework be sent to me. And then question 3, translate the following sentences from Greek to English. Anyway, the sentences are very familiar. The vocabularies included are the vocabularies that are in your vocabulary list in the beginning of the lesson. So I won't read it through. Always, whenever you go to a word, check, counter check it in your vocabulary to find out the meaning. And not only the meaning, its usage in its case. Its usage in each case. How it is used in each case. And what determines that is the declensions that you are doing. The moment you understand the declension very clearly, you are able to translate. You need to know their cases. You need to know their gender. You need to know their number. So in both translation from Greek to English, and then we have four questions translate from English to Greek. All these, if you check in your vocabulary, you will find them there. And if any is missing, go to the back of your book. There is a lexicon. That is, I've written most of the Greek words and their meaning. Check there, and you will find those which might be missing. Now, in lesson 6, I don't think we are going to finish it today. Just want us to cover the vocabulary. Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes. I have a question.
You have a question?
Yes, sir.
Ask.
Okay, so you just said when translating in the accusative case, the article remains silent when we move from English. But when we are moving from English to Greek, we put the article. But in the first case, under cases with special verbs, we have aku, test, or no. But in the translation, you said, I hear the sound. The article is still there.
I hear the sound. That was in which case is that?
That's case 1 of cases with special verbs.
Aqua.
Yes, sir. Aqua, test. Yes, sir.
Yeah, aqua. That was in genitive, isn't it?
No, I'm talking about the accusative. The accusative is aqua ten phenon. Phonen. Yes, so in the translation shows that the article is there because it's still the same. I hear the sound.
Okay.
And if we want to apply what you said there, is trying to come out to be I hear sound.
I hear sound.
Yes, if we have to remove the article.
Here, I'm referring to the sound that you know. You get it? I'm referring to the sound which you know. But when we are translating to English, okay, already Greek has shown that the God we are referring to is the creator God. But when we translate in English, we don't translate the article because God is abstract. We cannot see God, isn't it? Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
But sound you can hear, isn't it?
Okay. Okay, sir. This item was specifically for that particular one. Does it mean that that statement was particularly for them? I'm asking that, sir. Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, it means that the issue of omitting the article was specifically for the I believe God. I believe the God.
I believe God. You cannot say I believe the God.
Yes, and we don't
because in Greek they have it gives you the definite God you believe in. But when you are translating, here, some people may take in different understanding. And also God is abstract, isn't it?
Okay.
We have just come to know about God
Thank you.
Christ. And sound can be felt with our 5 senses. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have abstract nouns. Yeah. We have abstract nouns, which we may not hear, we may not touch, and etc. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So, so we can say that it holds for all abstract nouns.
Which one? Come again.
That, I'm asking that, can we conclude that it holds for all abstract nouns?
A horse. Hello, Linus.
Hello. Yes, sir. I'm asking that. That can we conclude that it holds like that for all abstract nouns?
Yeah.
Just like God.
Yeah. For example,
okay,
peace. If I say peace in Greek, I must insert the article and then the noun. But when I'm translating into English, that the article does not reflect.
All right, understood, sir.
Okay, welcome. So,
well, thank you.
Yeah, I want us to go through the vocabulary because I needed, if possible, by next week we are done, so that I may give you some days to revise, and then I send an exam for you to do. You get me correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so work hard. Now,
thank you.
Yeah, lesson 6. Lesson 6. Vocabulary. I have to use my text vocabulary. On the left hand, we have the following vocabularies. And what I want you to remember in these vocabularies is a mixture of vocabularies. We have nouns, we have prepositions, we have verbs, and also, what other thing do we have? Yeah, okay, we have nouns, we have verbs, we have also the prepositions. And this a lesson for prepositions. We are going to deal with prepositions very much here. So on your left, we have the word angelos. Angelos. You can see how. Please, on that Omicron, you need to put a rough breathing. I see in my book, I think it was omitted. Rough breathing. That shows that angelos is in the masculine. Angel, and it means angel, messenger. And then we have the next vocabulary is apple. Apple, 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 apple. Now, what you see in the bracket, they are telling you that apple, when used with genitive, it means from. It means from. So apple refers to the English equivalent from. Maybe you come from. Where you come from. Where do you come from? Okay. So apple means from when it is used with a genitive noun or object. And then ballo. Ballo is a verb. Valor is a verb, and it means I throw. And not only I throw, I put, or I place. So you can see it has three meanings: throwing, putting, placing. So that I stands for both the three. You can say I throw, I put, I place. So valor means that. Then we come to another preposition, dear, dear, dear. When dear is used with a genitive noun or a genitive case, it means true. And when it is used with an accusative case, when used with an accusative case, it means for the sake of, for the sake of, or because of. So those are the two meanings when it is used with the accusative. Now you may say, how will I know it means for the sake of or because of? The context of the text will reveal to you when to use for the sake of or because of. And then we have another preposition, as. As. As, when used with accusative case, it means into. It means into, or it may mean to, or it may mean against. So it only uses one case, the accusative case. In dear, we see it has two cases. That is genitive case and accusative case. So please note that. And then we come to another preposition, egg. What follows egg is also X. X. Don't mind about the second one, but because they all mean the same. So when you get egg or X, I'll tell when we go ahead, I'll have to explain why here is C and why there is kappa. So egg or X, when used with the genitive case, it means out of or by. Out of or by. So it is only used with one case, genitive. And then N, we have N. N is a preposition also when used with a dative case. It means in, N. So N in Greek means in. And then another vocabulary is eremos. Eremos. Eremos means desert. You can see eremos has what kind of article in front of it is feminine. But if you see at its ending, you may confuse and think that it is a masculine. It is not a masculine. It is feminine. It is feminine in gender. But if ending confuses you as if it is masculine in gender, but it is not. It is feminine. It means desert. And then we have cosmos. Cosmos with the article ho. Always those articles in such a rough breathing on top of them, please. Cosmos. Ho. So cosmos means world, and that is a masculine masculine noun. Then we have also on our right, we have leaders, with a masculine article, ho. It means stone. And then the second one is mathetes, which means disciple. The disciples of Jesus Christ, they were called what? His mathetes, his disciples, mathetes. And then we have meno. Meno means I remain. That is a verb. Meno means I remain, I stay. So when you want to tell someone I stay, that is you may be referring to where you stay. And when you say I remain, maybe others want to go and you say, no, I'm not going, I'm going to remain. So we use that word, meno. And then we come to another preposition, meta. When used with the genitive case, it means with. And when used with an accusative case, it means after or behind. So always you need to know their meaning with the cases that they have. Okay. And then we have another confusing noun. Hodos. Ho. Don't say odos. Hodos, because it has a rough breathing. It begins with a vowel, omicron with a rough breathing. Hodos. But it's not a feminine, it's not a masculine, it is a feminine. And it means way, or rod. So when you are referring to the rod, or a rod, or a way, this is the word you use, the noun you use. And remember, is feminine, because it has an article, he, not ho. He, not ho. And then we have a verb following. This verb is referred to as tempto, not pempo, tempo means I send, tempo, okay, I send is a verb. And then another preposition is peri. In brackets, you see when you use the Greek word peri as a preposition with a genitive case, it means about. I am about to finish. I am about to finish. Or it may mean concerning. I was talking concerning so and so. And then it has two cases. The first one is genitive case, and then the second one is accusative case. When it is used with the accusative case, it means around, around. Remember the word perimeter. Perimeter is going round. Something that goes round, perimeter. And then we have another preposition, cross. Cross, when used with accusative, it means to. I'm going to the market. Or it may mean toward. Toward. Or with. With. And then lastly, we have prophetess. We have prophetess. So prophetess, remember, is a Greek noun. If you see if ending, it may confuse you. You may be confused, but it simply mean it is a masculine noun. But if ending may confuse you, you think that it is a feminine. It's not feminine. It is a masculine, and it refers to prophet. Prophet. Prophet means prophet. Now, I think from tomorrow, I want us, we will go through subtopic 32, and it's about feminine nouns of the second declension. Feminine nouns of the second declension. We'll go through it, and then we will come on subtopic 33, which we will be dealing with masculine nouns of first declension. So you can see we have feminine nouns whose ending are in, they end like the masculine, but they are not. And that's why they are referred to as feminine nouns of the second declension. We will see why are they referred to as feminine nouns of the second declension. We will see it tomorrow. And then masculine nouns of first declension. How? How can this be? We will also see it tomorrow. And then we'll learn about the declension of prophetess. Declension of prophetess. So after that, we'll come to subtopic 34, where we will learn about syntax. The word syntax is not something to frighten you. Syntax simply means arrangement. The arrangement or arrangement. Arrangement of what? The arrangement of prepositions. Okay. Arrangement of prepositions. That is how the prepositions are used. And particularly in a sentence. Okay. And then after that, you will see we have practice. So please just go and do the survey and find this. I had indicated in bracket teacher. Let the students identify and list from the vocabulary above prepositions used exclusively with one case and those used with two cases. So we have prepositions which are only used with one case. And we have others that are used with two cases. And we have others, they can go to 3 cases. Okay, so you just go through your vocabulary. Please check which prepositions use only one case and the 2 cases. And then after that, we'll have in subtopic 35 special constructions with the preposition. Special constructions with the prepositions. And later, we will come to the elision and aspiration. Elision and aspiration. These are very important topics, and I would encourage you to miss. Otherwise, you would have missed a lot. Elision and aspiration, we'll see how they work. And then, last but not least, we will learn about the neuter plural. Neuter plural subject with the singular verb. Neuter plural subject with the singular verb. This is another challenging point in Greek, and you need to be around so that, as I explained, if you have a question, you have to ask, and then I'll explain it to you. And then after that, you will have your normal practice and review exercises. Please don't ignore the exercises and the review. Otherwise, I'll need them at the end because they mean a lot. And they are the ones which give you most marks in Greek. Then, so I think that is what we will cover tomorrow. And on Thursday, we'll go to lesson 7. Thursday, we'll go to lesson 7. So next week, we'll do, God willing, lesson 8. If nothing delays us, we'll do lesson 8. And within that week is when I'll brief you on examination preparation. Examination preparation. So for today, I think what we have covered is enough, and we need to thank God for that. Hello?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Or you want us to continue?
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So let us meet tomorrow. Please, there is a
Okay,
lot.
sir.
Okay, sir. We'll inform the others.
Yeah, but you forgive me for what happened last week.
No, it's okay, sir. We understand. We understand. They are
was not-
the problems of Africa.
Yeah. But I have tried to solve it. I'm now using my generator, and I
No,
think,
it's okay, sir. We are very grateful, sir.
I'm also very grateful for your patience.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Wow.
Amen. Amen.
No.
Yeah, we meet tomorrow, same time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. God bless you.
Amen.
Johnny.